Get ready with me while I tell you the story of how I almost died from a swing set. Okay, so I was around the age of 6. I can't remember exactly my age, but it was around there. And I was just, okay, as a kid, I loved swings. Like, I loved swings. And since I was so obsessed with swings, we had like this playground thingy in our backyard that of course had a swing set connected to it. One day I was playing on the swing set and my dad was in our garden, just like, I don't know, picking green beans or something. I don't know, he's doing something in our garden. And I was just having like the time of my life on that swing set. So I was like giggling and I was really happy. And since I was a little kid, of course, I had the idea like, oh my gosh, it feels like I'm flying when I close my eyes. And so I decided I'm gonna try and swing with no hands. Guess how that went? As you would expect, it didn't go well. Let's say it went like completely the opposite of going well. So after I decided to swing with no hands, I fell, obviously, but I fell from like 12 feet in the air. So when I fell, I hit my head on this big piece of wood that we had that separated our grass from the wood chips that we had under our playground. So after that happened, my dad of course turned around because he heard the big loud noise and he saw me laying on the floor unconscious. So he came over to me and picked me up and found I was unresponsive. So he went inside and was yelling, "Call 911." So when my dad came inside and was screaming, "Call 911," my mom was on the couch by my grandma on my dad's side, and she was feeding my younger sister. So they called 911 and my dad laid me down on the floor in our living room. As soon as he laid me down though, I threw up. Yeah, I threw up. At this point, everyone was confused, concerned, and scared. And I had an older sister. She was probably around 10 at that age, and she was screaming. When I say screaming, I mean screaming. She was crying, she was screaming, she was scared because I was her younger sister and we were really close as kids. So when she heard the ambulance come down the street, she went outside, started yelling and running down the street, "The ambulance are coming." When she was outside yelling though, my childhood friend and her family were outside on their lawn when that happened, so they rushed over to see what's going on. Okay, so this is getting pretty long, but there's way more to the story, so come back for part 2.